Nocona's napping. Hey, beautiful. It's funny, as beautiful as she is, I've always kind of referred to her as looking like a poopy snowbank when she's laying down. Hey, beautiful. Diego's down. Let's see, Daisy's down. Miss Kitty was just down. Cinnamon's down. It is a beautiful sunny day. The water tub's almost disappeared. Manzer! Nika! Hi guys, it's not your turn. Sorry. Come on, Manzer! I love how he just canters catch up. It's so cute. Everyone else must move. Hey, little buddy. Good job. Oops. Oh, you gotta wait. Sorry. See if he goes in the right stall today. Yesterday he wanted to go in with his mom, which is not really like him. Oh, good boy. He's usually really good about going in his stall. I don't know what it was. Everybody decided to go in the wrong ones. Hey, little buddy. Good news. This little dude got haltered yesterday for the first time. That was a big deal. Such a big deal. And you'll have to wait for that video to pop up in his series. It'll all be right in order. And it was too cold, my phone died, so I didn't really have time to do any vlogging where it would get added in. So you guys will just have to wait and see how that went. I was very excited about it. His back is getting so flat. Such a good boy. He's a good boy. Yes, you are. Yeah, good boy. I just came out to get Ona, and check this out. She's shedding. She's really shedding. So I think it's going to be an early spring this year. I know. It's like a requirement. My horses have to let me smooch them. It's just what I do. And Sally the mule, oh my gosh, it took, well, I think I just started to be able to do that a couple weeks ago. And I've had her for a year and a half. So, but I tried a lot. So she finally lets me do that. But yeah, I don't rely on the groundhog to tell me when spring is coming. I wait and let my horses tell me, because when they start shedding, you know it's coming. And fun fact, it's actually not the temperature that dictates that. It is the daylight. So as the days start to get longer, that's what causes horses to lose their winter coat. So Ona, I walk her in right now because I changed which stall she's going in. And I walk my horses in probably 50% of the time, lead them in the other 50%, depending on the horse. Nika, I always let her in. I don't know, just because. Manzer, I always let him in because he's not halter trained. But it just really depends on the horse. So I'll show you with Ona what I do. And this is what I like. See how she's just standing here? She's not pushing me or running me over or anxious to get in her stall. But every single day I've ever handled this horse, and she was minimally handled before I got her, this is what's expected of her. You never, ever, ever run me over, nothing. So I will show you one-handed what I do to get her in a stall, okay? So I'm gonna bring her forward. So I'm gonna just tip her butt towards her stall door. That's how I taught this horse how to back out of a horse trailer. I didn't teach her to back out of a horse trailer by backing her out of a horse trailer. We worked on backing in and out of stalls. And when I went to load her, her first time being in a trailer since I hauled her home from North Dakota, which was her only time being loaded in a trailer, she went right in and she backed right out. So that's exactly what I'm looking for. Now another thing I want too is I want her to stand here nice and quiet for me and not be in a big hurry to get to her grain. This is expected. She's got to just stand here. And I also expect her to drop her nose. Whoops. I also expect her to drop her nose for me to take this halter off. So, oh, right there, look at that. She's like, no, you usually take this off me and let me eat by now. So now I'll just wait a moment. So that just tells me that I need to bring her in and let her wait a little bit before I take her halter off. Because usually I back her in, she's so good, halter comes off. Nice and polite. Now this mare is not anxious in a stall at all. She stands very nice in a stall, but let me tell you, she was never stalled prior to me getting her, and every time she's ever been in a stall has been a good experience for her. I think some horses get really stressed out in stalls, and then they're turned out. With it being a stressful situation and getting out of the stall is kind of like, oh, thank goodness I'm finally out of there, where I want my horses to be in a stall and it to be a good experience for them, not for them to be stressed. Come on, Lucky! Lucky! Where'd he go? Lucky! Come on, Lucky! Let's go, buddy! He's like, oh, okay. Come on, dude. Here he comes. Good boy. Nice for you to join us. Now today, look who is very anxious to get into the barn for her grain. Miss Annabelle. So same goes for when she's being tied or in a stall. Excuse me, I'm out of breath. I was just coiling the hose. When she's anxious to come in, we wait until she's calm. So she actually is probably going to have to wait about half an hour before I let her in. So that's good for her. It's good to have to wait. Something Manzer was just doing is he was chewing on the gate. Now, if you've seen A Christmas Story, you probably saw the kid that licked the light pole and got his tongue stuck. I wonder if that would happen. I would assume it could. But my gosh, would that be terrible, hey? That'd be just my luck. I just came out to get Nocona, and look what I found. My horse is pooping out money. Finally, I've been waiting for this day. It's my lucky day. I found a buck. You just never can tell where your money's been. And this, folks, is why we wash our hands after we touch money. Wow, look at Muffin's shed. This is great. Muffin is my horse with Cushing's disease, or PPID it's called. And now she was not shedding on a few days ago when I used her. She's had, today's Monday, so she's had the weekend off. But so yeah, look at this. Holy cow. This is great. But Muffin being my Cushing's horse, how I found out about it is she wasn't shedding her coat out last year. So that was the first indication to me that there was something going on. So this is a great sign, because since she's shedding too, that means that her meds are probably working. She's on something called Presend. that's really great. That's a lot of hair coming off. But Muffin definitely has enough hair to spare. Since I've been talking about Annabelle so much lately, I just wanted to show you her in her relaxed state. She's just munching and she's totally content just standing here. This is what we like to see. So if I were done with her right now, this would be the perfect opportunity to put her out. But like you've seen in some of the other videos, you see when not to put them out. So these two horses that are in here are totally content and quiet. Okay, it is lesson time and we are doing something super fun. I've got 3 riders in the arena right now. And basically what we're doing, everybody's riding with a rope halter and a lead rope. Now, we did not make reins out of the lead rope. Good job. Now, if you need to, you bend her. Good job. All right, sorry. So what we got going on here is just a lead rope. So they only have a rein on one side and they're really not to touch it unless it's absolutely necessary. This helps riders stop pulling on the reins because their job is to direct the horse, not to worry about where it's going. Good job, Lil. So, and just remember, you have to shorten up if you're gonna do anything. Yeah, good. And then just go. Nice job. Your saddle looks like it's leaning again. Good. And now Annabelle can get to where she wants to follow another horse, and you'll just like shut her down before you get to that point. But that was a great canter, wasn't it? It was really awesome. Yeah, she's excited. So if we need to change our rein, what we do is we flip our rope over our horse's head, and maybe I'll show you on I'm riding Nocona. I'll show you on her. But this is great. This is how we start colts when we ride them. And it's really good for a rider to get used to not having 2 reins. So now these girls, they're welcome to do whatever they want. They can walk, trot, canter, I don't care. But they've got to just let the horse go somewhere. And the only time that they can take a hold of them is if it's necessary. So if there's a horse coming up where they've got to make a decision because there's another horse coming at them or something, then they can turn them. But besides that, there's no pulling back allowed. You cannot pull back. You can only turn. Now, to give you an example as to how the students are riding, what they're doing is they've got their halter with just the lead rope attached, so they only have a rein on one side. And if they need to change it, they simply toss the lead rope over the horse's head and then redirect them, but then they give them a loose rein again. So the whole purpose of this is for the riders to be able to learn to ride with a more loose rein, not focus on the rein so much, and work on getting the horse to go forward off of leg. What I see so many times is riders will struggle with the horse because say the horse goes and stands by the gate. Well, the rider goes for the reins and starts pulling on the horse when really what they need to be doing is using their legs to get the horse to go forward. Now, I would not recommend trying this at home. This is something that I do with my students, but I am there to help them 100% if they get into any issues, and I can help them from preventing any problems that they might have. My horses are also used to doing this sort of thing, and they've got many, many years of experience and professional training. Well, that's it for today's video. See you tomorrow. Bye.